Welcome my fellow creators. In this video, we're going to delve deeper into Wargears. Fighting is what you build them for, and that's what we're going to do today. Before we get started though, I wanted to explain what Wargears are again, because I don't think everybody that is watching this videos knows that. Basically, you construct your Wargear out of cannons, some of which you can check out on my channel, redstone contraptions like shields, and to round it all off, a design. All of this has to be in accordance with the rulebook, which I will link in the description down below. If you have built your Wargear on the MyPlayPlanet server, you can submit it by copying it and then saving it in a special schematic format that will also be in the description. After it has been checked by a supporter, you can then fight with it on the arena server. After you have done a /arena to get to the arena server, you basically just invite somebody to a duel and then select your Wargear. You and your enemy will be teleported into an arena and your Wargears will automatically be pasted in front of you. Now you have time to extend your shields and prepare before readying by right-clicking the green die. If both teams have readied, there will be a 60-second countdown before the fight starts and you can place TNT. You have to activate your automatic cannons and then load your manual cannons as fast as you can. If you chose the right cannons for your Wargear in the building process, you can then proceed to completely destroy the enemy. The winner is determined by which team stays alive the longest. Now that you know how Wargears and Wargear-Fights work, let us start with the fights. I will be using two by Discowüste, a German Wargear YouTuber, and one public Wargear made by Alessio2000, another German YouTuber. I hope you enjoy. So for the first fight of this video, we're going to be using a tier 1, so one of the smaller Wargears, and I'll be using a public one that was built by Discowüste, another fellow YouTuber that makes German videos, and we're just going to test it out. So first I'm going to just activate the automatics, and I think that they have to be activated at the 6th second, so I think that's when we have to activate it. But then I'm just going to use these cannons, and why can I place a block right there? That seems as if he forgot to armor the Wargear properly. So not looking too good there. But besides that, I don't really know what these cannons do. So I know that they are like, I think lobber cannons or loop, but I don't really know where they hit and how well they hit. So I'm just going to be blindly firing them. And by the way, I'm fighting against a user named Cianside, or I think that's how you pronounce it, the Cianside. And just my thanks to him, because not really many people play tier 1, because it's not the most interesting, or I wouldn't say it's not interesting, it's just not very long. And you don't get to use all of your best techniques in your cannons because it's so small and restrictive. But besides that, I really enjoy it. So that's why I play it a lot. And as you can see, we don't really have a cannon anymore. Maybe we can still use this one, but that's doubtful. I'm probably going to have to repair one of them, but we can just see if this one works. It seems so. Oh, no, not at all. But apparently his cannons are also dead. So I'm not the best at pro fight. But I would say that this Wargear is pretty good. I mean, it's held up pretty well against a private Wargear. That's not too common for publics. And I would say the automatics are what I think are the best about this Wargear, because they are located at the bottom of the Wargear, but they shoot on top of the enemy, which I think is quite good because of how tier 1s are designed. You can really easily take out most cannons just by shooting on the top, and you don't really have to focus on the front. But as you can see, we just won, and all in all I would say this is quite a good Wargear. And this are the lobbers and loops, I think, and here you can see the damage that the automatics did. So I would say that they are quite good, but we're going to do another round with them just now. So for this next fight, we're going to be taking the big brother of the tier 1 Wargear, the Alien 2 Mothership by Discowüste, and fighting with it against Officer Lele. And I have already fought in this like 3 times or so, and I think it looks quite good or okay on the outside, but when you analyze it, it doesn't really live up to the standards because of just the lack of stab cannons. We don't have a single stab cannon in this, and the only stabs that we can create are with the automatics, which I just turned on. And we're going to just be taking the artillery cannons, which I think are quite good and probably the best cannon in this Wargear because of how good they are to operate, even though I just did something wrong and forgot the upper propellants and did the one thing wrong that I could do wrong, and that is placing a TNT there. So as you can see, they look quite good and they are easy to operate, but apparently if they are turned off, they will still fire the propellant. So let us try this once more. Place in the TNT without placing it on the redstone blocks. Fill in the chambers. I didn't forget the upper propellants, and now it should work. At least one side apparently, because the other side is damaged. That's great. And now he's gotten our other cannons. Do these still work? They could, I think. Yeah, that doesn't seem quite right. Maybe like this. I don't know the. This could work. Or could it? Oh. No. Doesn't. But I've got some redstone supplies, so let's do some redstone on the fly. Why was there? Okay. Let's do some more redstone on the fly. I think this should repair it. Hopefully. As long as apparently I can't hook up the double piston extender. But now it should work. Hopefully. Yes, it did. So I don't really know where this is going to land, but hopefully it will be good against that Wargear. Ah, yes, that's quite a good spot for a logger to land at. And now we can just build this up quickly. And that is one thing I have to hand to him. These cannons are quite interesting. Because of the way they are built. They are very user friendly, I think, because you only have to stand on a pressure plate to activate them. I mean, how user friendly is that? It's like perfect. And the artillery cannons are a bit interesting because of the way the chambers work, but all in all, I don't really like this Wargear just because of the limitations it has and how little you can do against somebody else. So for our next fight, we're going to be playing against one of my comrades that is in my team, Officer Lele, and in the Hydras tier 2 Wargear, that is a public by Alessio 2000, another Wargear YouTuber. And I don't really know this Wargear. I've played on it like 3 times or so. But one thing that bugs me to no end is that you can't see one thing in this bridge. So this is the bridge, and oh, there's some bridge lights apparently. But I really can't see anything still. So I'm just going to activate the automatics and head up. And last time I played against Officer Lele, I was destroyed in like 3 seconds because I went to the false cannons, those cannons, and he has automatics that destroyed those. So not going to go there this time. And sorry if it is a little bit laggy. It's I can't really do anything about it. But we're just going to be manning the artillery cannons. So these shoot on top of the enemy, and apparently we only have 4, of which 2 are still functioning. So we're going to be using that one, and for there, then what do we have to do? 2 up here, and I don't know if this has to be on or not. I'm just going to leave it off because it didn't really seem like that good of an idea to turn something on that I don't know anything about. But we can just load in this cannon, and sadly 3 out of our 4 artillery are already gone. And what is this? I don't know what this is. So this is the 3rd one, this is the 2nd one, and this is the 1st one. So we're just going to be using the stabs from now on, apparently, because our artillery is dead, and that seemed awfully close. I hope this didn't break the stab, but it doesn't seem to have. So we're going to just use this once, and yes, that seems alright. That one is gone, this one is gone. Oh, this one isn't gone. Let us just use this one. So I don't think my tactic was the best one. I don't really think that I did any damage or significant damage. So that was quite bad. I should have started with the stabs. Yeah, he's destroying me. just going to use this one. And these have a different mode where they are Lauber cannons, or Lob, as they are known in German. So we just load 8 propellants and then the projectiles and fire it. And this way it won't do the same thing because I turned the mode. Oh, did it? I turned off the stab mode, and now we're just going to be using this mode. It isn't the most efficient. There are ways to make this way more efficient by having it stab on different heights, but we'll have to figure that one out on our own. But as you can see, it will just go into the enemy right there. Now that I'm thinking about it, he shouldn't have any cannons there, because that's where his automatics were, or probably were, because the automatic shot there, and they probably just shot straight into me. What am I going to do now? So he's trying to get me with some artillery. I'm just going to try, and maybe I'm going to invite him to bow, because apparently I didn't really have the best tactic. Now let us just find out how to get to the roof. That was certainly not the way up. It was more of the way down. But this seems promising. Well, most of it is gone. Oh, we still have one cannon. That's surprising. And does this have still work? That would be like phenomenal. It doesn't seem like it. But one thing that I found is quite good is that this is being opened by these pressure plates and not only by the cannon. Oh, he's a good shot. And we lost. That's sad, but at least we got one stab right in the middle. Oh no, that's the automatic, and the other automatics are here. So they are located at this height, and then they shoot up and make holes there and there, killing probably most artillery cannons. And his are here, I think. So probably like that muzzle is probably what's causing this damage. But all in all, I think this is not really the best public, but it's okay, I would say.